This next episode of Trivia in Chief is about the assassination of our 25th president, William McKinley. William McKinley was born in 1843 in Niles, Ohio. When he was 18, the Civil War began, and he enlisted in an Ohio regiment. His commanding officer was Rutherford B. Hayes. McKinley gained notoriety at the Battle of Antietam, and was promoted several times. When he was discharged at the end of the war, he held the rank of brevet major. After returning from war, McKinley studied law, and passed the bar in 1867. He soon opened his law offices in Canton, Ohio. Around this time, McKinley married Ida Saxton. Ida later had many health problems, and McKinley's devotion to her was admired by the public. In 1869, McKinley was elected the prosecuting attorney for Stark County, Ohio, which was his first political office. He was a member of the Republican Party, became a more and more prominent party member. In 1876, he was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. While in the House, he became known for his support of a protective tariff. He lost an 1882 election, but was soon re-elected. In 1890, his district was gerrymandered, so he lost the House race in 1890. Even despite this, he did create the controversial McKinley Tariff of 1890, which helped bring about Benjamin Harrison's defeat. In 1892, McKinley became governor of Ohio, and he served until 1896. In 1896, he was nominated for president. Due to his wife's health, he ran a front porch campaign, so he could stay with her. McKinley's campaign focused on keeping a largely gold standard, though McKinley was willing to change to a partially silver standard. His opponent, William Jennings Bryan, ran on an all-silver standard, which would have caused minor inflation. McKinley won by a landslide, and was the first president to win the popular majority since 1872. Shortly after his inauguration day, McKinley signed into law what was at the time the largest protective tariff in American history. Early during McKinley's time in office, many Americans wanted Spain to leave Cuba. In February of 1898, the USS MAINE exploded in Havana Harbor, starting the Spanish-American War. From May to August of 1898, American forces fought in Cuba and the Philippines. At the war's end, Cuba became an independent nation, and the Philippines, Puerto Rico, and Guam became American territories. McKinley ran for re-election in 1900. He chose a hero of the Spanish-American War as his running mate, Teddy Roosevelt. Their opponent was William Jennings Bryan. After McKinley emerged victorious, he went on a tour across the country, including the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York. While at the exposition, McKinley was assassinated by Leon CZOLGOSZ. CZOLGOSZ was a Polish immigrant who grew up in Detroit. He worked in a steel mill, where he became an anarchist. On September 6, 1900, CZOLGOSZ shot McKinley as he felt McKinley was a corrupt politician. McKinley turned to his aide and said, "Be careful how you tell my wife." McKinley died several days later on September 14. William McKinley was well known for protecting American interests, and for his leadership during the Spanish-American War. The next president was Theodore Roosevelt. Thank you.